Hey guys, I'm back with Dark Souls and we're ready to do the painted world, so I'm going to start killing these enemies over here because I know where they are, and just kind of start running through the first bit as I'm explaining what I'm doing. So, oh god, immediately get hit by Hollow. Alright, so first of all I kindled the bonfire so I can get 10 flasks whenever I go back there. I also attuned Power Within because I'm going to use that for a certain I don't know, mini-boss coming up? Pretty much a mini-boss. There's an archer over here that's kind of annoying. But there are some new enemies in here. We'll see some of them after I kill this guy here. Coming around the corner. These guys you really want to attack from far away, because if you get close to them, as that red stuff will come out of them, you'll get toxined, and that's never fun. And it's also that those fireballs are really quick, so it's kind of hard to dodge them. So if you kill them with a fire weapon or pyromancy, however, they won't actually spit out any of the toxin stuff, so, you know, at least there's that. So if you do have a fire weapon, you can kind of just do the normal attack on them and it should kill them pretty easily. Now, I remember in this level you get ambushed quite a lot. I believe I'm going to get ambushed right here, so we're going to put on Homing Soul Mass and go here. Yep, I'm right. Okay, so Homing Soul Mass is gonna go, and these are the harpies, which they are quite they hit quite hard, and they can grab you, which will do a lot of my health in damage. So yeah, probably going to try and kill them as quickly as I can. You could also get the dried finger here, which I believe is only is only really useful if you want to be invaded more. So yeah, there's that, I guess. I am playing online, so I could get invaded, but I don't know. I don't think people really would PvP in the painted world, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not the right level for it. So yeah, you can get humanity from these rats, but yeah, I think they're just a color swap, honestly, but yeah. Okay, so this next room is going to have quite a few enemies in it, and quite a few of the toxin guys. I can't remember what they're actually called. So we're going to kill a couple of these guys. I'm actually going to run away from this toxin guy here and shoot them with a ranged attack, because, you know, you don't want to risk getting toxined here. I could have attuned Remedy, but it's not really that necessary, honestly. I don't know if these guys will actually drop anything. So what we're going to do here is kind of wait for this guy to cast a spell, and then okay, there's another one up there just running into the wall. Okay. So a couple things we can get here is this thing. We'll be able to get that later. Right now we're just going to press on. I think there is another... Yep, there you are. So there is a few items we can get over there, but there is a route that will take you back to them anyway, so we're just going to press on and we'll get them on the way back. We're going to deal with the mini-boss here, and as soon as you see this, that's probably not a good sign, so yeah, we're going to be running all the way back. And it's kind of a mini-boss in the vein of the undead dragon from before. And we're going to hit Power Within, and we're going to get Soul Spears out. And I think I'll be able to use like 3 of them on this guy, and then finish him off with some... Yeah, it looks like it's going to work. Alright, I don't know if I can hit him from here with this. No, I cannot. Okay, that should work. Okay, so yeah, that's literally all you need to do to kill him. He does poison attacks, and he does have a melee attack, but it's not really anything great. So for killing him, you get a dragon scale and a blood shield. Blood shield, I believe, raises resistances. I don't know by how much. It's probably like 40 or 50 or something. And you can actually make this part stand up, but only if you do a jumping attack, which I'm having trouble doing. There we go. I don't really know why, but if you want to take a shortcut down to the boss, basically you can go down there. Now, I'm going to try and kill a few other things while my power within is still going. It actually lasts 100 seconds. I didn't think it lasted that long, and it would last 150 with the lingering Dragon Crest ring, so that's pretty insane, honestly, for it to last that long. So we're going to be using homing Soul Mass here, and then blocking their attacks. There's like 3 harpies here, so I think this pretty much kills them in one attack usually, so it's pretty insane. I assume it's killing them because of power within. It's doing a lot of damage at least. So I knocked them out of their grab there, which is pretty nice. They also drop Souvenirs of Reprisal, which I believe is for one of the Covenants, but I can't remember which really. Whatever then. So you'll get the Red Sign Soapstone from from going up there, which I believe is basically used to invade for duels, because you've got to accept it, so yeah. So we're also going to drop back down here. Be careful not to drop off and die, which might be easy to do, so yeah. So over here, we're going to go back to some of the items we could have picked up earlier. There is another one over here. Yep, there we go. There's a lot of soul items here. You'll get a lot of souls both in item form and just regular killing of enemies in here, because it does give you quite a lot. And one of the best grinding spots is actually here, especially if you have an AoE weapon. An AoE pyromancy, like Firestorm. Okay, so I don't think there's any mimics in this level, so yeah. Painting Guardian stuff is here, which is, I think is really light. Almost too light, because it gives like no defense. But there is an armor set I can pick up here that might actually be pretty useful, allowing me to fast roll. I probably can't fast roll it with it right now because my equipment load sucks really bad, because I have no endurance. I've got like 17. Could be worse, I guess, but yeah, it's still not that good. So there's a couple items you could have picked up there. If you can actually skip going over there, you can make the jump from the other side, but you know, I may as well go and get it now. So down here is actually the bottom of that massive staircase, really. A couple harpies fell down here. Now we're actually going to be able to go back to the bonfire, make a shortcut back to the bonfire from here. So first of all, we got to get past this enemy here, which is basically what you would grind off of. It's called the phalanx, and it will split into different parts and throw spears at you. You see it's kind of moving all around. They've kind of split up. If you have an AoE and you hit them immediately, it's kind of, yeah, you'll probably kill most of them there. So I can level up, and I'm actually going to go for intelligence, not faith. And I'm actually going to try and get to 50 as soon as I can, really. Alright, so now we have access basically to the rest of the area, which is good. And now we're going to take on an NPC summon and also get a few more items for us. Now this NPC summon's pretty worth it, honestly. You'll get like 30,000 souls from him, and a armor set at the end of this area, which is pretty good, honestly. And I am getting hit by a couple of these guys. Okay, these guys are more dangerous, the guys with the torches, so let's take them out. So there's this guy that will invade, and unfortunately for us, he has pretty much a huge amount of magic defense, which is kind of a problem, which is why I'm probably going to use Power Within with him. So I'm going to probably use Power Within. So we're going to hit Power Within on us, and I'm going to try and hit him with a Great Soul Arrow, but it's probably not going to go well. And yes, that is the most ridiculous headgear in this game, probably. Even more than the Dust Crown. So yeah, as you can see, it's only doing 39 damage, which is pretty pathetic. So once he does that attack, run away. Is just run away. Seriously, that could probably kill me in one hit. Don't exactly know what he was attempting there. So he has the tendency to run himself off the edge, which you never exactly want to happen because he actually does drop a weapon, though its usage is it's not that great. So yeah, he'll try and run towards you and do this spell, which I'm just like having none of because it'll probably kill me in one hit. I think it's Fire Tempest? It's one of those attacks. I think he'll eventually run out of spells, and then he'll start using his whip, which is a pretty weird weapon to say the least. You can't actually parry him. The whip cannot be parried. Just in case you were wondering. He can be R1 spammed pretty easily because he has like no poise. Then again, I ran out of stamina there. So yeah, I can probably just get him now. Right, there we go. And take a flask. So yeah, that was probably harder than it needed to be. If you have a good weapon, then that doesn't do magic. Well, it does half magic, half physical. Then yeah, it shouldn't be that bad if you have a weapon that doesn't scale with magic or whatever, scale with intelligence. There's also a pyromancy around here. There's also another pyromancy later in the level. But right, so now we want to go through an area which I hate with enemies that are terrible, but I'm gonna have to do it. So yeah. Now there is an archer firing at you all the time while you're here, which is pretty goddamn annoying, but there's like 3 of these guys that spawn over here. Or 4, okay. So you can drop that down to get that at the start of the level, and there's also another item here. Don't know when these guys started following me, but okay. And I just blocked that arrow there. So this is one way into the level. There is a well that you can drop down to get through to another direction, but yeah, this part is pretty bad. But I think I can actually cheese it a little bit if I use Homing Soul Mass. Basically, there's these Bonewheel skeletons that everyone hates. Everyone hates these enemies. But if I have Homing Soul Mass, then it actually might not be that bad because they can kind of hit them before they actually arrive at me. Now there's like 6 of these guys in here. There's quite a few, at least. But as you can see, I can actually wreck them pretty well. Assuming there's another one around that corner. Okay. But I'll show you what actually happens if you try and block them here. As you can see, the Eagle Shield I have is actually pretty effective at blocking them. But if I didn't block, they'd probably stun me and kill me in a few seconds. I imagine it is good. As you can see, they do quite a lot of damage just from me standing there for like a millisecond. They do quite a lot of damage. I think if you have poise, you won't get stunned as badly, which is good. But yeah, these guys are not fun, and we are going to see them later on, which is great. I was hoping for that. So we're going to turn this handle here. So that is going to open the boss route if you don't want to take the shortcut. So, you know, if you want to take the boss normally, you're going to have to go that way. Now there is a Bonewheel skeleton in here, and you can kind of not see them very well in here, unfortunately. And I've got to wait until they're fucking finished here. Alright, there we go. So there's like 3 of these guys in here. And pretty much every wall here is illusionary. So is there another guy here? Yes, there is. Ow! Jesus. Yeah, he kind of comboed me because I wasn't blocking in that direction. Jeez, they do a lot of damage really quickly. So we're going to get the Annex Key, which is actually going to help us get quite a few optional items here. I believe the last guy is around here. Thankfully you can kind of run up on him and kill him immediately. And if we go up here, we can use Great Soul Arrow to take out this guy here. I believe this guy will still toxin you, but he pretty much is passive and won't do anything to you, but he will drop Fire Surge. I should have leveled up when I went to the bonfire. Actually, I never went back to the bonfire after that, did I? So, okay, so now we can go back to the boss, or... No, I can get some extra stuff, and then we'll go to the boss, yeah. The boss of this area is completely optional. I mean, you have to step through the boss room in order to leave the area, but you don't actually have to fight the boss. And I'm going to try it, even though I feel as though I would probably die extremely quickly. The boss will probably kill me in like 1 or 2 hits. I'm going to try, because it's not that far a run. And it shouldn't be that bad, but yeah. So there's a couple items I can get here, like a Ring of Sacrifice, which I'm probably never going to use. God damn it. Alright, we're going to take another flask. There's a soul here that like no one gets, because it's pretty out there. Alright, so I want to go this way. Those guys can really hurt you very easily. So yeah, this area here is the one that you can go to using the annex key. I believe you can skip this part if you do a jump earlier, but yeah. Okay. So now we're going to get the remaining items pretty much. I think I pretty much got most of the items here. So, first of all, we're going to take out some of these guys here. And there's a few of them down here as well. Is he a mage guy? No, doesn't look like it. There's also another guy right there. He's the one that casts spells, I think. So, we'll take all those guys out. And there is a weapon you can get in here. I'm not going to be able to use it because it will require dex. I think there's an archer up there trying to fire at me. Yep. So this is Velka's rapier. It will do occult damage, and it will scale with intelligence for B at least for now. So it is classified as a thrusting sword, and it requires 16 dex, which I do not have. So not going to be very useful, honestly, for me. It's quite a good weapon, I would imagine, but yeah, I don't have the dex for it, unfortunately. So here we're gonna get ambushed. I mean, it's not really a big surprise, honestly. And you will get the Dark Ember, which is a thing used for upgrading occult stuff, surprisingly. Now, there is the other harpy there. Usually she's supposed to drop down to me, but I guess not this time. You just run away. The hell are you running to? Seriously, where did she go? The fuck, man? The disappearing harpy. There you are. Yep, that's a nice trick you can do. That's actually a bottomless pit right there. So, yeah, you can actually go and do that. So, you will actually get ambushed yet again right here. So, yeah, I actually used Homing Soul Mass to take these harpies out very quickly. But this is a Miracle Vow of Silence. I believe that stops anyone casting spells in the area. Something like that. I need to make a faith character. But this is the Black Cleric set, including the Mask of Velka. So, this is a set that I may wear as sort of my light armor set. I think it's Twinkling Titan up to upgrade it, but I'm not entirely sure. Where is it? Where's the boots? There we go. So it does look very cool. I am fast rolling with it actually. Huh? I am fast rolling. Is it because I don't know? All right. I don't know. I'm gonna wear the Black Iron set for now. Where's the Black Iron armor? It's there. But if I ever want to go to fast rolling, then I'll probably wear that set or the Shadow set, because the Shadow set's pretty awesome. Alright, so Elite Knight Gauntlets. I'm going to stick with this for now. Alright, so That's pretty much everything over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go head back to the bonfire. We're going to grab the item that I knocked down at where, and then we're going to go to the boss. We're going to spend our souls before we go to the boss. I think I can get like 2 levels. Yeah, 2 levels. Nah, just 2 levels, I think. Not any higher than that. Alright. And then we'll be going to the boss, and I may fail, because, yeah. Last time I had a lot more health, and it was pretty easy, honestly, but it can still be a little bit tricky. So, this is the item we knocked down earlier. It's just a humanity, so, yeah. Now, I'm going to go back to this bonfire. No, I don't want to leave, come on. Well, I've not got invaded yet. I don't know what that's saying right there. So my intelligence is going to 47. So yeah, when I get to 50 intelligence, I really don't need to worry about intelligence ever again. And I probably can start putting points into endurance and vitality. I probably should have more than 10 vitality at this point, honestly, but, you know, I gotta be a squishy mage, you know? Alright, so after this point, you want to just run past this phalanx that just said fatty. Alright. I don't think the harpies come back, but I'm not entirely sure. So we've got to kill a few enemies on the way to the boss, but it's really nothing too hectic. So first of all, we got this archer, and I think we get ambushed a bit. Yep. And we also have another archer around the corner. So yeah, we just get ambushed by a couple hollows. This is actually 4 hollows right here. Okay. The problem here is there is a knight chasing you, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the simple tactic of waiting for him to take 2 weeks to swing, and this guy has a great sword instead, and then hitting him. So I believe this guy will always drop a large titanite shard, which is nice. And that's all you need to do to clear the way to the boss room here. And yes, like I said, this boss is completely optional. And we can talk to her. So we're gonna do that.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
And we can talk to her again.
Thou must returneth whence thou came. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong. I beg of thee, plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
And yeah, everyone always makes a big deal of the land being peaceful, especially after they run into the Bonewheel skeletons in the sewers. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Alright, so I'm going to quit and reload, because if you've killed King Jeremiah, there will actually be an armor set for you here, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and one thing you'll notice is I'm actually outside the boss room after you quit and reload. That will pretty much always happen, so if you're struggling with cutting off a tail and you know the boss will die before you do so, you can do that to reset the boss fight pretty much. So you'll pick up the Xanthus set, which King Jeremiah was pretty much wearing. I don't know if he was wearing all the parts, but he was definitely wearing the crown, which looks absolutely ridiculous and amazing at the same time. But yeah, we finally found something that looks worse than the Crown of Dusk, so, you know, at least there's that. I don't know if I want to use Power Within here. So, okay. Well, we'll take it Flask first of all, even though I'm not really that injured. We just attack the boss in order to start the fight.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost thee hurry?
So she'll basically go invisible, which is completely fair, but I don't know if homing Soul Mass will actually, yeah, she's coming over here, I believe. And that's her footsteps there. Basically, you can tell by the footsteps in the snow where she is currently. And yes, she is pretty near me. I completely missed. Okay, I have no idea where she is right now. So the best thing to do is probably run away. You can use the blood shield because she does have the life hunt scythe. And it's pretty dangerous, as you can see. It will cause a lot of bleed damage. I'm gonna run away. Basically, she'll keep doing this. I'm gonna get hit. Okay, there she is. Alright. Yeah, this might take a while because I want to play this safe because I could die very easily here. There she is. Alright, so she's shown up again. I'm gonna try and get her tail, but it might not be possible. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna try. She's not that difficult, but you know, she does cause a lot of bleed. So yeah, just keep that in mind. There we go. There's Priscilla's dagger, and there we go. She's dead. I feel bad about killing her, but yeah. Just, she's a boss. I'm sorry. I gotta do it. Yeah, I don't know. I just did it to show the boss fight off. I probably not gonna kill her in next playthroughs. I don't know. You only get 30,000 souls for it anyway. It's the same as killing King Jeremiah. So, yeah. And that is the end of the painted world, so we're just going to exit here. And that will take us back to Anor Londo. Now, I've heard that if you use a Homeward Bone, and these Painting Guardians won't be aggro to you when you get out, I've heard this will take you back to the Anor Londo bonfire as soon as you get out of here. And yes, it does. Alright. So that will actually save you some running if you know, if you just use a Homeward Bone after that. So now we are going to level up intelligence. Yes, we are. To 48, and I probably can get to 49 now using some of these souls that I've got. I probably could honestly get it to 50, which I might do. So I'll get it to 49 at least. With souls of a hero, I probably can get it to 50 right now. But yeah, I think the next area we should take on is going to be the Duke's Archives, which is actually located right here. It's located pretty much, you've got to go. Let me see. I don't know if you can actually go this way before taking out Ornstein and Smo. You might be able to. I don't think you can though. So you see up there behind that armor knight there are some stairs up, and that will take us to the Duke's Archives, which is quite a tough area. And the reason I'm saying I might do it, the problem is a lot of the enemies are resistant to magic there, and yeah, that is kind of a problem right now. So what I'm thinking of doing, and I'll probably just do this off screen, is upgrading the Gargoyle's Halberd and turning it into a lightning weapon. Now I was going to turn it into a magic weapon for like crystal magic weapon, but it'd probably be more effective as a lightning weapon because I believe they'll take extra damage. Usually anything that's resistant to magic will take extra damage from lightning, and lightning's a pretty good element anyway. So I'm going to have to get this up to a plus 10, and then I'm going to have to use some green Titanite shards to bring it into a... Actually, I'll see how much I can upgrade it right now. So, upgrade weapon. I don't have that many souls, so I might actually have to go and get some souls. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go and get some souls. which is pretty bad. I probably can just use one of these to get 3,000. I think it was 3,000 for these. But yeah, I need to really spend some of these, honestly. It's 2,000, okay. Okay, reinforced weapon. So I think I'm actually going to have to take this to the giant blacksmith. But that's okay. Anything else I want to do? I guess I could level up, but I'm going to take this to the giant blacksmith and going to upgrade this as much as I can, really. And it's going to be a pretty decent lightning weapon, I imagine. So yeah, I'll see you guys then.